Well, folks, the baby men marched again. They came in their U-Haul trucks, shoulder to shoulder, packed in, all snug as a bug in a rug. I wonder when they're all squeezed in there in the dark if they sing John Denver songs to pass the time. Maybe The Sound of Silence, but sung deep and emo like the way The Disturbed sings it. I wonder if they worry about body odor, or if they all go a little too heavy on the Axe body spray on public marching days. Well, clearly they're tightening up their matchy-matchy styling. It looks like somebody got a good deal on blue button-down shirts and white masks. The pants are another story. Given the big and tall stature of some of the baby men, it's probably not easy to find a brand of khaki pants that scale up and down enough to fit all of the tough body types, but clearly they've all been told to wear tan pants, and they do their best. The white masks make them look a little bit like country club tapeworms or uncircumcised schneedles, which seems appropriate. Anywho, they brought their standard marching band flags, and of course the shields. Nothing says I mean business like a baby man playing twinsy with all his buds while carrying a big-ass superhero shield. It's kind of the perfect encapsulation of a poor, pathetic, narcissistic, mediocre man. He gets his relevance from the group. The man model gives him a place and a purpose. The group does his thinking. He doesn't even have to pick out his own clothes. He feels persecuted, so he must band together with fellow persecutees and protect his tender ego with a shield. He has to wave a big bad flag to get noticed, but he doesn't have the bravery to show his face in case he gets in trouble. He doesn't even know what he wants, but he wants everyone to pay for how sad, mad, and bad he feels inside. He has to slather himself in the brethren's adrenaline and cause a scene, just because he can. To him, chanting "Reclaim America" means make me feel virile and relevant for a hot minute because I never got laid in high school. The handlers are smart. They keep the flash mob short so they can scurry away before any of the baby men have an anxiety attack or need to use the potty. Well, one thing to keep in mind, folks, is that baby men like this put a lot of practice into these marching macho man performances. I'd guess they have twice a week 3-hour rehearsals, including graham cracker and juice breaks. They might even have a monthly sewing group where they gather to mend the holes in their uniforms. I'll bet they have a quarterly newsletter with a white nationalist crossword puzzle, favorite recipes, and the mandatory rehearsal schedule for the upcoming few months. Word is the rules are strict. If you miss 2 consecutive baby man rehearsals, you don't get to go to the next march. That stings. Well, the inside scoop is that the baby men are not happy with the amount of attention they're getting. When they chip in to rent U-Hauls, they want good PR so they can attract more baby men, but they're just not garnering the buzz they're looking for. Rumor is they're looking to incorporate some singing into the performances. Songs in the running are "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee" from Grease, "Set Fire to the Rain" by Adele, and "Drops of Jupiter" by Train. But none of those have turned out to be easily timed for tough guy marching, so they're still working on it. It's funny because you can tell these guys live for this kind of cosplay. I just think if they gave the communities a heads up that they were coming, they might get a better sense of just how much attention they could garner. Sure, they might end up marching through crowds of people who came out just to laugh in their faces, but if anyone knows a negative response is better than no response, it's baby men like these guys. And deep down, you have to wonder if they don't all have a little bit of a humiliation fetish anyway. Well, baby men, keep working on those shields, and then have the day you deserve. Yeah.